The competition shooting world in 2025 isn't what it used to be. The classic 1911 design has evolved into something far more powerful, precise, and unstoppable. Welcome to the era of the Custom 2011, the double-stack powerhouse that's rewriting the rulebook on performance. These hand-built machines combine race gun precision, modern reliability, and mind-blowing speed. Across the country, competitive shooters are dropping their polymer pistols and turning to these high-octane builds that dominate every match they enter. But not all 2011s are created equal. Some are built to perform. Others are engineered to completely destroy the competition. In today's countdown, we're diving deep into the 5 custom 2011 pistols that are taking over 2025. From cutting-edge compensator systems to buttery-smooth triggers and optic-ready slides, each one represents the next evolution of competitive firepower. And trust me, when we get to number 1, you'll understand exactly why it's sending shockwaves through the shooting world. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below telling us which 2011 you'd run in a match, and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth looks at the most advanced firearms redefining the shooting game in 2025. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload, because this year's lineup is just getting started, and what's coming next will blow you away. 5. Staccato XL. The Staccato XL arrives on the firing line like it owns every lane. A purpose-built race pistol that blends surgical precision with unrelenting speed. From the moment you shoulder it, the balance feels intentional. A long radius slide and a beefy barrel that calm muzzle flip. An optic-ready slide that sits low for lightning-fast sight acquisition, and a trigger that breaks like a glass rod the instant you ask for a shot. This isn't a cobbled-together race gun. It's a factory-built platform designed to give competitors a turnkey advantage the second they step onto the line. What separates the XL from a sea of custom builds is consistency. Staccato tuned the internals for repeatable performance under tournament pressure. Feed geometry optimized for double-stack 9mm magazines, a guide rod and recoil spring system that tames cycling without sacrificing reliability, and slide profiling that reduces reciprocating mass for quicker splits. In the hands of a practiced shooter, the result is brutal. Tighter strings, faster follow-ups, and fewer malfunctions when the match gets hot. That's why match shooters keep showing up with Staccatos in their rigs, because on paper and on the range, they just work. But there's also a practical side to the XL's dominance. Compared to fully bespoke race rigs, the Staccato delivers factory warranty support, predictable quality control, and parts availability, all critical when you're pushing thousands of rounds through a gun each season. Add modern touches like easy optic mounting, aggressive yet ergonomic grip texturing, and magazines that hold the round counts demanded by modern divisions. And you get a pistol that's equally at home in national-level USPSA stages or local club matches. For shooters chasing podiums without the hassle of piecing together a complete race build, the XL is often the shortest route to competitive relevance in 2025. 4. Nighthawk Custom TRS Double Stack. Nighthawk's TRS series steps into the spotlight with a quietly lethal confidence. A gun that reads like a bespoke custom, but arrives with the predictability of a factory-built pistol. The lines are clean, the fit is immaculate, and every contact point from magwell to beavertail feels purposefully refined. In competition, that translates to control. The TRS's balanced slide geometry and finely tuned trigger deliver a shot-to-shot rhythm that few off-the-shelf pistols can match. while the double-stack frame gives you the round count modern stages demand. What makes the TRS so dangerous on the range is the way Nighthawk blends hand-fitting with performance upgrades that matter. Expect precise feed ramps and extractors that swallow a steady diet of 9mm without complaint. An optic-ready slide that keeps the dot low and fast, and a magwell that funnels reloads with surgical speed. The ergonomics are deceptively simple. Textured panels, a natural grip angle, and a trigger geometry that rewards clean finger placement. But when combined, they produce reliability and splits that separate good shooters from great ones. Beyond raw performance, the TRS carries an aura of craftsmanship that appeals to shooters who want competition-grade results without the headaches of a fully custom build. Nighthawk's attention to finishing, tight tolerances, and customer service mean fewer surprises at the range and a pistol that holds value season after season. Whether it's a regional match or a national stage, the TRS is the go-to for competitors who demand both aesthetic finesse and unforgiving performance when it matters most. 3. Staccato XC, the race-ready precision machine. The Staccato XC isn't just a pistol. It's a statement of what modern competition handguns have become in 2025. Built from the lineage of Staccato's legendary duty and competition models, the XC takes everything shooters love about the 2011 platform and pushes it into professional territory. From the moment you pick it up, you know it's engineered for dominance. The slide cycles like glass on steel, the trigger brake feels telepathic, and the sight picture remains steady even when you're hammering through rapid strings. It's a firearm that turns recoil into rhythm, every shot resetting faster than your mind can process. At its core, the Staccato XC is defined by precision engineering. The integrated compensator machined directly into the barrel and slide assembly drastically reduces muzzle flip, allowing for faster follow-up shots and tighter groupings. The 2.5-pound trigger is crisp and predictable, offering the kind of control you'd expect from a full custom gun. Meanwhile, Staccato's proprietary DLC-coated barrel ensures longevity and smooth cycling, even after thousands of rounds. Add to that a Dawson Precision fiber optic front sight, paired with an adjustable rear, or an optics-ready configuration for the modern red dot shooter. And you have a pistol tuned for victory straight out of the box. But what truly sets the XC apart is its balance between refinement and aggression. It's beautifully machined, with every cut and contour serving a performance-driven purpose. The grip module features a unique stippling pattern that locks the hand naturally into place, offering confidence during transitions and recoil recovery. The weight distribution feels almost supernatural. The gun tracks flat, returns to zero instantly, and rewards proper technique with stunning precision. Shooters who train with it often describe the XC as an extension of thought, where aiming and firing become one fluid motion. In competition circles, the Staccato XC has become something of a legend. USPSA shooters, three-gun competitors, and even tactical operators praise its reliability under extreme conditions. Whether you're running steel stages or shooting from barricades, the XC maintains a level of composure that inspires confidence. It's also incredibly versatile, equally at home on the range or in a defensive role, with a design that merges elite-level performance with real-world dependability. By 2025, Staccato has proven that the 2011 platform isn't just alive, it's evolving. The XC embodies that evolution, bridging the gap between art and engineering. It's not a pistol for casual shooters. It's for those who live to chase perfection, who understand that milliseconds matter, and who demand a sidearm that can keep pace with pure ambition. When it comes to wrecking competition, the XC doesn't just compete, it dominates with elegance and precision. 2. SVI Infinity, the pinnacle race gun. SVI, the company behind the Infinity line, has long been whispered about in match circles as the place you go when good just won't cut it. These pistols are less factory product and more precision instrument. Every surface honed, every mating surface tested, and every interaction between sear and hammer tuned until the action behaves like a finely rehearsed orchestra. The moment a competent shooter shoulders an Infinity, the difference is obvious. The trigger break is surgically precise, the reset is lightning quick, and the slide-to-frame harmonics feel impossibly refined. In short, an Infinity isn't built to be pretty, it's built to win. What gives the Infinity its edge is obsessive attention to the small things that matter most at speed. Expect match-grade sear engagement cut to near-perfect tolerance. Light but safe trigger pulls, often tuned below standard factory weights, and feed ramps meticulously matched to your preferred ammunition and magazine stack. Slide lightning cuts and compensated barrels can be configured to shrink perceived recoil without introducing unwanted reciprocating chaos, and barrel/slide pairings are chosen to keep lockup consistent shot after shot. Everything is service first. Parts are selected and fitted not simply for performance on the day of purchase, but for predictable behavior after thousands of rounds under match stress. Beyond mechanical perfection, Infinity pistols are modular in the hands of an experienced shooter. Builders offer customizable grip modules, magwells sculpted for lightning-fast reloads, and optic readiness tailored to the competitor's dot of choice. Combine that with premium coatings and corrosion-resistant finishes, and you get a race gun that behaves the same in humid summer matches as it does in a cold indoor league. Reliability married to performance. This consistency is why so many top-tier competitors treat an SVI build as an investment rather than an expense. It lowers the variable of gear problems, letting the shooter focus purely on game management and execution. Of course, the SVI experience comes at a price, both literal and metaphorical. These aren't bargain buys, they're commissioned pieces for shooters who demand the last decimal of performance. But in the crucible of high-level competition, that premium often translates directly to splits, scores, and podiums. If you want a gun that will punish sloppy technique and reward refinement with measurable gains, an Infinity build sits near the apex of options in 2025. 1. Atlas Gunworks Arabus, the unstoppable race weapon. When the dust settles and the scoreboard lights up, the Atlas Arabus is the pistol everyone remembers. Not because it's loud, but because it wins. This is the gun that talented shooters bring when they want every tiny advantage stacked in their favor. An uncompromising blend of ultra-low muzzle rise, surgical ergonomics, and a reload platform that feels like clockwork. Pick it up, and the first thing that hits you isn't flash, it's balance. The Arabus just sits in your hands the way a champion athlete sits in a runner's stance, poised, ready, and built to convert intent into results. At a technical level, the Arabus is a study in how small, precise choices add up to dominance. Atlas starts with a purpose-machined slide and matched barrel that control harmonics and lockup with near-zero slop. The compensator work is integral to the package, not an afterthought, tuned to shaving milliseconds off recovery time without destabilizing the dot. Feed geometry, extractor timing, and magwell ramping are all refined to the point where a competent shooter rarely sees a hiccup. What they see instead is a steady climb of splits and tighter stage times. In short, It's the kind of gun where mechanical reliability becomes invisible and human skill gets to do all the talking. Ergonomics on the Arabus feel deliberately selfish, designed to reward the shooter who invests in repetition and fundamentals. The grip module is sculpted to index the hand the same way, every time. The beaver tail and thumb shelf encourage a high hold that controls muzzle flip instinctively. And the trigger geometry is set to encourage perfect finger placement. Those elements make transitions smoother, reloads cleaner, and follow-ups faster. In match conditions where adrenaline warps precision, those marginal gains compound into podium finishes. What separates the Arabus from other top-tier race guns is how it balances bespoke performance with practical durability. Atlas builds these pistols to handle high round counts and the dirty realities of competition travel. Finishes that resist abrasion, parts that tolerate repeated disassembly, and tolerances that stay true after thousands of rounds. Competitors value that because a gun that needs constant babysitting can never be trusted on a big stage. With the Arabus, you get a race-level tool that behaves predictably weekend after weekend. And when predictability is rare, it becomes priceless. Finally, the Arabus carries an atmosphere of quiet supremacy. It's not flashy for the camera, but on the line, it changes the calculus of a match. Shooters who put the time in with this platform report the same thing again and again. Fewer gear excuses, more focus on strategy, and, the part everyone notices most, measurable improvements on the timer. If you're chasing the smallest edges in 2025's competitive landscape, the Atlas Arabus is the build you study, the platform you respect, and often the gun you beat when you're not careful. In the world of modern 2011 race guns, it's the one everyone else is trying to catch.